All right, I want to put you guys onto something. Every day for the next 7 days, I'm going to be editing one portrait daily using my cinematic Moody Lightroom preset. So yes, in case you didn't know, I do have a Moody Lightroom preset that you can get today using the first link in the description below. It is a very great preset that will really transform your photos and bring them to the next level. So every day over the next 7 days, I'm going to edit one photo a day with the Lightroom preset to show you how it works. Over this next week, you will fall in love with this preset and want to try it out for yourself. At least that's what I'm hoping for. Welcome back to a new video. My name is Samuel from Human Photographs. On this channel, I create photography content. So if that is something that you're into, feel free to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss other videos. I am trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. We're really close. I really think we can do it. So make sure to subscribe to help me reach this goal. All right, let's edit some portraits. So on this first day of daily portrait editing, the first portrait I'm gonna start with is this one. Now this is a portrait I shot, and by the way, all of these portraits that I'm gonna edit are portraits that I've shot during my street photography sessions. Okay, so actually the first thing I'm gonna do before I even apply the preset is to reframe it, because I got the framing a little bit wrong on this one. So I'm just gonna center her like this. Perfect. Now we're ready to apply the preset. So I'm just gonna apply the preset right here, and boom. As you can see, it already gives us something to work with. Now we're not done here, right? What we're gonna do is just some basic tweaks like fixing maybe the exposure, the white balance, and that really is all. And then what we're gonna do is using the masks, we're gonna add some masks on her eyes, on her face, smoothing her skin a little bit, you know. Okay, so right now what we're gonna do is we're going to fix the white balance a bit. Now, usually I have my white balance set correctly. I don't really like to leave it on auto, but I guess for this, you know, shoot, for this day, the whole time I was on auto, so for some photos, the white balance is a little bit messed up. But what we're gonna do, we can easily fix this by setting the white balance right here in Lightroom. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna set it on daylight. And right here is gonna give us, well, the accurate white balance for daylight. Now, if it was a cloudy day, I would have set it on cloudy. And you know what? Cloudy actually doesn't look too bad. We're actually gonna leave it somewhere in between, so say 6,000. This looks fine. So then what we're gonna do is maybe put down the whites a bit and then put down the highlights because I don't want them to be too harsh. Perfect. And then I think I'm gonna bring up the shadows to bring back the detail in the shadows and in her face. Perfect. All right, so before we go into the masks, now let's do a quick before and after. So this is before and this is after. And all we've done is apply the preset, fix the white balance, and you know, some small tweaks like the highlights and the whites. The preset did like 90% of the work for us. So right now what we're gonna do is we're gonna use a few masks, right? I'm gonna sharpen her eyes a bit because, I mean, her eyes are sharp, but I did shoot this at f1.4. And the thing is, when you shoot portraits at a low aperture such as f1.4 or f1.2, right? The wider your aperture is, the harder it is to get things in focus. So here I could have gone down to f2.8, but I wouldn't have had this shadow depth of field that I really like. So what I do to kind of fix this is I create a mask on the eyes and sharpen the eyes. This way they are even more sharp. And then I'm gonna create a mask on the face and kind of smoothen the face a little bit more so it looks kind of like dreamy. Then I'm gonna create a mask on the background to darken it and maybe desaturate it a bit. And then after that, I'm gonna create a couple more masks. So just one on the face to brighten the face. And I'm gonna duplicate and invert that mask to darken everything but the face. So let's just get into it and let me show you what I mean. So first things first, I'm gonna start with the background. So I'm gonna select the background. Okay, so once it's selected the background, I'm going to darken it like this. Oof, this is great. And then I'm gonna desaturate it just a little. Yeah, this looks great. Now, if I do a before and after, you can see that by darkening the background, it makes the face, the subject pop a lot. But we're gonna accentuate that. We're gonna take that even further in a minute. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a mask to select the eyes, the face, so that I can edit them separately. So right now, Lightroom has detected the subject. So then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select facial skin, body skin. I'm also gonna select iris and pupil and eye sclera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a mask. Lightroom is gonna give me a mask with all of these selected, but I wanna separate them. So I wanna separate the eyes and pupils together and leave the body skin and the facial skin together. So I'm gonna drag this here to create a new mask, the iris and pupil. And then I'm gonna drag the eye sclera to that same mask. So that's great. Now I can edit them separately. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select the body, right? And I'm gonna go down to texture. And I'm gonna lower the texture. Let me zoom in here a little bit. I'm gonna lower the texture and you will see what it does. So you can see that as I lower the texture, it smoothens the skin a lot. You never want to overdo this. What I like to do is have it around 55. Something like this is perfect. Now this is all I would do to the skin. Then I'm gonna go up to the eyes, zoom in here again. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna raise the whites a bit like this. I'm gonna raise the shadows. Perfect. Then I'm gonna go down to the texture and raise that all the way up, or almost all the way up. Perfect. A little before and after. You can see that the eyes are much brighter. The eyes are really popping through. And again, this is not something you want to overdo. So you can use this amount here to control the intensity of the effect. But I don't feel like I overdid it, so I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay, so now we're going to create a couple more masks. So I'm going to create a radial mask right here over the face. Perfect. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to brighten the exposure just like that. Perfect. I might even raise up the whites, the shadows just a bit. Now this is to bring back some light into the face, just a bit, as you can see if I do the before and after. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to duplicate and invert the mask. Perfect. Then I'm going to lower the exposure of that mask like this. So now, as you can see, it's darkening everything but the face, because I always want the face to be the brightest part of the image. So I'm even gonna, lower the blacks a bit, just like that. And I'm gonna go back to the mask of the face and raise the intensity just a bit so that it's a little brighter. Perfect. Now, if I deactivate all the masks, you can see the before and after. Before and after. And you know what? Let's do a global before and after. Boom. So as you can see, this is before the preset and this is after the preset and a few editing tweaks. So basically what we've done is we've used the preset and then we've done some minor adjustment with the white balance to make the image a bit more warm and a bit more true to the colors and the weather of the day. And then what we did is we darkened the background, brightened up the eyes, softened the skin, and made it a little bit brighter. So these are just some small tweaks that we did to the image after. But most of the work was done with the Lightroom preset. And this is how we turned this photo into that. Now, if you want to try this for yourself, if you want to try this preset on your photos, along with some masking techniques, you can get the preset today using the first link in the description below. Now, it is a great preset. It will transform your photos, bring them to that next level. And if you really like my videos, you like my channel, and you want to support me, then I would really greatly appreciate it if you checked it out. I know you won't regret it. If you want to learn a bit more about masks, because I did talk about it a little bit in this video, but I didn't go into great details, I have created a video just dedicated to that, which you can watch right here. Or you can also click here to subscribe, or do both. Hey, I greatly appreciate it. But that's gonna be it for today's video. See you tomorrow with another one of these editing tutorials, and I will see you in the next one. Stay creative, keep creating, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one.